have none.
I gotta say this
like
real quick.
else.
What else you got?
Okay, so I seen this quote floating around on social media, y'all, and it said, "Chicago don't support talent; they support popularity." So how do y'all feel about that?
But y'all
let me say this.
They don't support
that's just not Chicago.
talent.
That's everywhere.
That's everywhere.
Popularity.
That's everywhere. That's just not Chicago. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, regardless if you got popularity or not, if you working, man, just keep working. Everything else gonna come.
It ain't even about popularity. If you got the talent, it's going to show. I don't care who the most popular artist is. I done seen artists open up for the biggest artists in the country, and no one knew who they was. But when they came out, they impacted that crowd like they was the headline. So it's about doing you.
And confidence.
Being confident in you, believing in you. If I can tell anybody anything, it's believe in yourself.
And have a work ethic to
And
go
work
with
ethic.
it.
Like, faith without no works is simple. It's nothing.
You could be hot, but if you ain't doing nothing, you just hot, in the basement somewhere or something.
I always say you can have the best music or the best whatever in the world. If nobody gets to hear it.
Because I know I've been to some like open mics and stuff, and people come for their people, but then they'll leave after they person perform.
Because
and it's like because
because they ain't got the bigger picture. For one, you should be in that networking, especially if you hot. Man, I'm not going nowhere. I'm finna get in here and make sure everybody got my, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna follow you. We're gonna, man, whatever. You got the network. That's how you grow your brand. People see you and know you. Because if he like me and I talked to him that night, he gonna tell him.
Yeah.
That's who I met yesterday, bro.
Right. Man, this dude was hot. Man, I was at this open mic. I was there for our cousin or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But this guy was dope. And he gave me a fly. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dog, all this stuff go hand in hand. It's really simple. It's really simple, dog. And it's like, I understand why a lot of times the youth have the upper hand because, when you get old, you got kids or, you working, you got, but when you young and you ain't got
nothing else to do,
dog.
You just got to go. You don't even have to know how. You just have to go.
Dog, when I started doing this, I was 17. I got my first deal. I turned 18 with Stone Cold Records. Shouts out to Jay Stone from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't had no kids, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Was barely out of school. You know what I'm talking about? Being bad. And he was the first person that came. We was just bullshitting around, rapping, freestyling. I never thought I'd be no rapper. I didn't think about none of this. I ain't even know how I go at none of that. You know what I'm saying? He came that day, and the next day he came like, man, that song y'all was doing, I want to take y'all to the studio. I'm like, fool, who you talking about? You know what I'm saying? He like, man, that song y'all was doing yesterday, man, I'm going to take y'all, we're going to go record it. I'm like, what? Went to the studio, dog, and I've been at it ever since. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, dog, every chance I got, I'm talking about what I'm doing. I'm trying to let everybody know about it or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Like he said, man, go to the open mic, you stand on the wall. That don't make no sense. You might well be at the crib chilling.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I see that a lot when I go out to certain people's events.
Because everyone wants to be cool.
Right.
No one wants to do the legwork. Everyone wants to be the superstar. So if everyone wants to be the superstar, who gonna do the work?
Right.
You know what they say about Chicago? Everybody is a celebrity.
It ain't even about Chicago.
It ain't just Chicago, but
it's everywhere.
And the thing is, man, this day and age with the artists, this day and age with the age, they want instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? That's what the internet have. You know what I'm saying? Put out there. I want to blow up tomorrow. Oh, this song hot. I'm finna put it up, and then man, it's gonna be up there. And you get back there tomorrow, you got like 10 views.
And then they get disappointed. Right. So
you feel me?
You see a lot of people like, y'all don't support me, y'all don't share my stuff.
Look,
and it's like
I used to be one of them initially. I used to be one of them like, man, I tell my cousin, tell everybody, don't nobody want to come out and this and that. I'm like, man, and my guy told me, he said, man, your career is like you're a child. You might get a couple of babysitters here and there. But at the same time, if you don't get no babysitter, you got to watch your child. You got to feed your child and help that child grow. You know what I'm saying? That's your career. So regardless if your cousin or who your girlfriend, if they hating on you, whatever, you got to do it.
Just got to raise it.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And so by me doing that and then proceeding and not being bitter about, you know what I'm saying, my people not supporting me like that. It's just the support just started coming from other places, from people I didn't even know.
Strangers.
Yeah, that's
of
what
course.
they saying.
You say your biggest fans is motherfuckers you never met.
Never met.
I remember when I used to be harping on that a lot.
as soon as you said 2
Like
tears,
last week, we talked some shit about it.
it's over.
We talked about that shit last week.
That's when you teach.
But it's like,
But
but
you're gonna continue to talk about it because
it's a damn
It's reality.
shame.
Yeah, it's
it's
reality.
reality. So it'd be like, you'd be like, yeah, I want it, but it doesn't bother me that it doesn't happen. I'm gonna continue to move.
Right.
So when y'all see this 10 years from now and they is doing this on the network, y'all all gonna be, I
that's how it
was
always
there.
be.
I was
Right.
there. No, you weren't.